327. Just because of how it's pointed right in my eyes. I'm looking at you. I just need to stop all this. A little nervous about it, kind of. No, I don't Howdy, y'all. My name's Tyler Fireball, and this is my first foray into the uncharted waters of YouTube. Never done any kind of video recording of myself whatsoever, so it's definitely different having to look at a lens instead of looking at somebody's eyes when you're talking. But hopefully, I'm looking into your eyes right now. Look at those. Anyways, I've never done any kind of video editing before. I've done a little bit of photo editing. And mostly that was being a troll on Facebook. But, that's stupid. The troll account, trolling people's pictures on PixArts that ask for different kinds of edits than what I give them. I don't know if it brought them joy, but it did me. Now, my channel's going to be a little eclectic to start. What the hell? Alright, so let me explain a little bit about my channel and why I named it what I did. It's taken me a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get to where I'm at in my life, right? But it's also taken me a lot of blood, dust, and beers. And let me explain that a little bit. Hunting is going to be the blood side of the channel. Not going to be anything else because that would be weird. I love eating wild game. Man, I love it. I love stalking wild game. I love every part about it. I love getting new gear. I love messing around shooting as far as I can. Matter of fact, I am fixing to post a video, or already have by the time you're watching this, about a 400-yard shot on a whitetail deer with a new scope that I got that's a day-night vision. It's really cool. The dust part of the channel is about woodworking. I love making sawdust, or as I affectionately call it, man glitter, or my wife affectionately calls it, rather. I love woodworking. I love making pens. I love making knives, bowls, desks, chairs, rocking chairs, signs on a scroll saw. I love every part of it, but I'm not a master at it, right? This is not. I'm going to do a how-to, but how to do this together. I guess I'll find a better way to phrase that. But I'm going to show you just some skills that I've picked up, and then to make something out of nothing, right? Or out of wood, I guess, but still. And then the other part of the channel is the beers. Now, I know that it's beer, right? And I don't have to say beers, but because of the pun, I had to. But the beer side of this channel, I'm going to be doing some reviews, because it doesn't really mix well with the woodworking side or the deer hunting side, because you really don't want to mix those two together with the third, right? I mean, you can mix the deer hunting and the woodworking, like say I make hunting knives a lot, or I make pin themes a lot for people, right? Pin themes. Hunting themed pins a lot. What are you doing? Why are you freaking out, man? Hold on. You can make hunting themed pins, things of that nature. I make a lot of boxes that have laser engraved stuff, like hunting scenes and the like on it. Or I make a lot of stuff with like a knife that'll have a deer head engraved on the wood handle, or have an antler handle. I mean, there's a lot of crossover there. But the beer, I just like beer. I like to drink beer, and I like to talk about beer. And it seems when guys get together, a lot of the discussion is either because of beer or about beer, or things we did when we had too much beer. Aside from that, I would like to do some reviews on beer. And it's because my taste in beer is a little different, I think, than some other people's. I mean, I'll drink a Bud Light, don't get me wrong. I'll drink a Budweiser, I'll drink Coors Light, whatever. My palate is not refined, I guess is the way to say that, or whatever. Maybe I'm just not a beer snob. I don't know. But I do like some different kind of beers. I like some darker beers, like porters or stouts, or you know, like a toasted porter or a stout, or I'm drinking one right now called Einstock. It's a white ale. Oh man, I love that thing. It's my favorite beer. It's from Iceland. It's amazing, and I'll do a review at a later time. And there's a reason that I'm into these three things. One, woodworking. There's so many things you can do in the woodworking field, right? It's limitless possibilities on what you can create. I don't really like creating the same thing over and over and over again, because I think change keeps you young. And I got this from the picture of Dorian Gray. And his philosophy is, if everyone were to follow pleasure instead of what society tells him is moral, then the world would be happier, richer, and more ideal. Now, I know that's hedonism, right? So that's not really the best thing to model your life after. But what I drew from that, and I've kind of lived my life a little bit like this, is because I don't want everything to change, right? I love my wife. We've been married for 16 years. I love my daughters, right? I love my job. I mean, there's things that don't need to change very often, right? But change keeps you young, right? In the fact that the woodworking stuff, there's so much stuff to do. Bro, you've been charging for a long time now. Sorry about that. My light's in timeout, apparently. Can't charge and put out light at the same time, which seems a little counterintuitive because it's a light. But anyways, I put a different light on. It's not quite as good. A little bit more about what I was talking about before, and that change in the little things in life kind of, I don't know, spices it up a little bit. Just don't want to do the same thing over and over again every day. It can get monotonous, and I'm not talking about your job or anything, but kind of the same thing, the same hobby. Okay. Let's hope that's still working. Stupid. I promise you that my woodworking is not this bad. Oh my gosh. Don't base what you think my woodworking is upon what just happened. I'm in the middle of trying to record a video on how to make an epoxy table with some beer caps and, you know, bullets and stuff in it, and I'll get that done eventually, but I just have it propped up on some blocks right now, and I guess it failed on me. Well, my heart's beating 100 miles an hour. That scared the crap out of me. Talking about spicing up your life. I feel alive right now. So, anyways, I'm going to fix this. And if you like content like it, consider liking and subscribing. Thanks, guys. What an idiot. This is the light's fault. Who's a bad boy?